Today's discussion topic is phase rule, a much interesting topic and also having industrial application. That is why it is so important to discuss the phase rule. Whenever the first question comes in mind, what is the phase? It is only the answer. We know that either it is liquid phase, solid phase or gaseous phase. So only I have shown here three phases. There are numerous phases depending upon the type of component or components which are being discussed under the phase rule. In case I discuss simple water, then only liquid phase, solid phase and gas phases will be there. So what is phase rule? It is the study of coexistence of various phases with the variation of temperature, pressure and concentration. How the different phases exist at different temperature, pressure and the concentration. So we will study these under the phase rule. What is a phase? So first of all, before going to the definition of the phase, only keep a picture of ice and water in front of you. Now, phase is a homogeneous part. If I look toward the ice that is present in the water, then ice is one phase, liquid water is the another phase. So phase is a homogeneous part. It is a part of heterogeneous system. How heterogeneous system? Water plus ice both constitute heterogeneous, but itself two parts, one as the ice, another as the water, they constitute as the homogeneous part. So phase is a homogeneous part of the heterogeneous system, separated by a portion by distinct boundary. Whenever the ice is present in front of you in the water, you can see by your naked eye that this portion contributes toward the ice and that portion contributes toward the liquid water. So a distinct boundary separates these two. Physically and chemically different. Yes, physically it is different. One is solid, another is liquid, so physically they are different. Chemically also different. So not moving so much inside the chemical difference between the ice and the water, but you know most of the reactions they occur in ice cold conditions, but they doesn't occur in the simple water. So obviously the chemical behavior of the ice, it is going to differ with the chemical behavior of the simple water or simple liquid water. Mechanically it is separable from the another part of the system. You can pick that piece of ice out of water with the help of tweezer or by the hands. So that totally contributes toward the definition of the phase. It is a homogeneous part of heterogeneous system separated by a distinct boundary, physically and chemically different, as well as it is mechanically separable from the another part of the system, that is termed as the phase. Another definition important, it is component. What is component? First three words says minimum variable constituents. So it means there will be number of constituents, and out of those constituents, variable constituents, you have to pick, you can say, minimum constituents. What conditions those minimum constituents should satisfy? These should be such minimum constituents. In terms of these, composition of each constituent can be expressed either directly or indirectly by a chemical equation. The chemical equation may include negative, plus and zero signs. So definition is little bit different. What he says, there are so many variable constituents. Variable constituents means some chemicals are there or some parts are there. You can say different solutes are there their composition is going to vary. That means variable constituents. They are varying. Their concentration amounts are varying. Out of those, only few minimum they are chosen in such a way that concentration of each and every constituents can be expressed either directly or indirectly via chemical equation. And chemical equation is a simple mathematical equation which may include plus, minus and the zero sign. Let us discuss it with the help of some example. So here let us discuss the decomposition of calcium carbonate. When limestone, it is being decomposed at the higher temperature, nearby 1200 degrees Celsius. This is the required temperature for the limestone breakdown. Then it breaks into forming lime, चूना जिसको बोलते हैं, plus carbon dioxide is lost. So lime is formed by the decomposition. Cement factory, they mostly involve this type of reaction. Because there is a decomposition of calcium carbonate to calcium oxide, further it is mixed with the silica to form the calcium silicates. So calcium carbonate when decomposed, so forming calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So in a very simple look, there seems to be three variable constituents whose concentration they are going to vary. One is calcium carbonate, another is calcium oxide, and another one is the carbon dioxide. So these are the three constituents whose amount or whose composition it is going to vary. Out of these three, I have to pick minimum number of them so that concentration of each calcium carbonate, calcium oxide and carbon dioxide can be presented. So I pick two of them. So component here I have taken two, and you can take any of the two. For the time being, suppose I have taken calcium carbonate and carbon dioxide. How calcium carbonate concentration is now defined? It is equal to calcium carbonate because you have chosen each components, its concentration will be known. So calcium carbonate will be equal to the calcium carbonate because it is known. Component आपने choose किया है तो उसकी concentration known होगी. Second, आपने कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड लिया है. What you don't require carbon dioxide when you are only specifying the concentration of calcium carbonate. So make it 0 by multiplying by the 0. So that he says either it is expressed directly or indirectly by a chemical or mathematical equation that may include the plus, minus and the zero sign. Now, in a similar fashion, carbon dioxide concentration can be expressed. Here 0 will be multiplied with the calcium carbonate. How the calcium oxide concentration is expressed? Calcium oxide concentration is expressed as a difference of the concentration of these two components. One as the calcium carbonate, another as the carbon dioxide. The whole system, the mass, the concentrations, they are conserved total. So it means how much calcium oxide is formed, that can be said with the help of the difference between the calcium carbonate concentration and the carbon dioxide concentration. In this way, you can choose any two of them, leaving the third one as it is. So this is a two component system. There are numerous examples given in your book. You can discuss them. Now, in a chemically reactive system, mathematically the number of components, they are different. Now, what represents a chemically reactive system? A chemically reactive system means the components, they are reacting with each others, and may produce the third component or fourth component or a different component which you have not taken there. So it means, so here the calculation is based upon the mathematical equation. Component is equal to S minus E minus R. What are these? S means total number of species. E means number of equations representing the equilibria. And R means number of restrictions for the electrical neutrality. So directly coming to the example that how we can use this equation or this mathematical equation in order to calculate the number of components. C is equal to S minus E minus R. So a well-known example of sodium sulfate and water is here. So in the first case, this one, let us see how the case is being represented. When no dissociation. No dissociation means सोडियम सल्फेट आपने पानी में डिजोल्व कर दिया, बट इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू डिकम्पोज. इट विल डिकम्पोज. वट कंडीशन इज बीइंग इम्पोज्ड. It is being given to you that sodium sulfate is not going to dissociate. Water is not going to dissociate. It means how many species will be there? One will be sodium sulfate, another will be water. दो ही component होंगे. So as species, number of species they are equal to 2. Since nothing is going to dissociate, no equation can be written because sodium sulfate is not going to interact with the water. So that is why number of equations representing the equilibria that is equal to 0. No dissociation, no electrical neutrality condition. So that is again equal to 0. So component is equal to S minus E minus R, that is equal to 2 minus 0 equal to 2. Now coming to the second part. When dissociation of sodium sulfate is there, what? Specifying complete ionization. What means complete ionization? How much sodium sulfate that was present in the molecular state, now it is present as ions, no molecule is left. It means the species will be Na positive ions, species will be sulfate ions, species will be water. So here one is this one, another is this one, another is this one. So total number of species becomes 3. Number of equations representing equilibria. Equilibrium will not be there since whole of the sodium sulfate has been changed into the ions, that is moving toward the forward direction. No backward direction is there, so no equilibrium is there. So no equation representing the equilibria. Now restrictions for electrical neutrality is there, that 2 sodium ions must be equal to the 1 sulfate ions. That is the condition of electrical neutrality. How many ions are present? They must be equal in the charge, so that the solution should be neutral. So now putting the values, it is S3, electrical neutrality 0, and 1 for the restrictions for number of equation representing equilibrium 0, electrical neutrality 1 condition. So 3 minus 1 equal to 2. It means it is a 2 component system. Now let us make it more complicated. When dissociation of water is considered. Now it is not considering the another factors, but water dissociation is being considered. And suppose that there is a incomplete ionization of the water is there. There is a incomplete ionization of water is there. Now complete ionization of sodium sulfate means sodium ions and sulfate ions. Incomplete means there will be water undissociated, there will be water dissociated. So H positive and OH negative ion will be extra. So now number of species becomes 5. Now equation for representing electrical equilibria, it will be 1, because there will be equilibrium between water undissociated and dissociated. Here should be equilibrium sign, I have not placed. Our electrical neutrality condition says 2 sodium ions should be equal to sulfate ions, 1 H positive equal to 1 OH negative. So that are equal to 2. So number of components becomes 5 minus 1 minus 2, that is again 2. Everywhere in the calculations the number of components they are becoming 2. You can further complicate it by saying that dissociation of sodium sulfate is there. What? It is partial dissociation. Then sodium sulfate will be one extra species here. Number of species, they will become the 6. So first factor will become the 6. What equation representing the equilibrium will be more? एक वन इक्वेशन जो है वो किसकी आ जाएगी? सोडियम सल्फेट गिविंग सोडियम आइंस प्लस सल्फेट आइंस. So 6 minus 2 again it will be equal to 2. So it depend upon the consideration on what factors they are being considered and how the number of components they are being calculated. There are numerous examples given in your book. You can discuss them. If you don't find, you can ask from me that please discuss this type of system for the consideration of the number of components. In your syllabus, he is not going to mention whether it is the component, whether it is the degree of freedom. What when you are going to discuss the phase rule, you must be aware how many components they are present and how many phases they are present and what are the degrees of freedom and how the two component system is being discussed. I don't assure you that he will ask from you the question of this number of components calculation in the examination. May and may not be possible, but very less chances may be there because he has mainly focused on the two component system and derivation of phase rule equation. Now what are the degrees of freedom? Degrees of freedom simply defined by the F letter. They are the variables like pressure, temperature, concentration, and these are the variables which can be varied without the loss of number of phases present in the equilibrium state. It means it is representing a particular equilibrium. It is representing a particular equilibrium state. किसी न किसी इक्विलिब्रियम की बात कर रहा है. उस इक्विलिब्रियम में कितने वेरिएबल जो वो एक्सप्रेस किए जा सकते हैं या वेरी किए जा सकते हैं. वट नंबर ऑफ फेजेस जो उस वक्त इक्विलिब्रियम में प्रेजेंट हैं, दे शुड नॉट अल्टर, दे शुड नॉट बी लॉस्ट. लेट अस डिस्कस देम बाय द एग्जांपल्स. हियर केस 1 इज देयर. When ice is in equilibrium with the water, water is in equilibrium with the gas, gas means here vapors. These are the vapors, water vapors. So these three phases, they are in equilibrium. This type of situation arises at the only fixed value. You know, we can melt the ice to water. So ice and water, they are in present equilibrium. That is very simple to judge. Water is boiled to the vapors. This condition is also very simple. You are boiling the water. What simultaneously ice, liquid water and vapors are present. That is a very peculiar situation. This can happen only at a fixed value of the pressure, volume and temperature. So none of the component can be varied. It means it is a non-variant system. It is a non-variant system. एक पर्टिकुलर प्रेशर की वैल्यू या वॉल्यूम या टेम्परेचर की वैल्यू होगी जिस वैल्यू पे तीनों फेजेस जो हैं वो को एग्जिस्ट जो हैं वो कर रहे हैं. लेट अस डिस्कस फर्दर. वाटर इज इन इक्विलिब्रियम विद द वेपर्स. सो इट मीन्स it is boiling of the water. It is boiling of the water. You know what is the boiling point of the water? Boiling point of the water is that particular temperature at which the vapor pressure of the water becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. So if you vary the var of the 760 mm of mercury, that is 1 atmospheric pressure, you can vary the or you can alter the boiling point of the water. Water can be boiled at 10 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree, 100 degree or 150 degree. You can alter the boiling point by the alteration of the atmospheric pressure. It means these components can be varied either of the pressure, then boiling point will vary. If boiling point vary, then automatically vapor pressure will be atmospheric pressure, that bar of 760 will also vary. So by the variation of any of them, you can have the various values of the boiling point of the water. So this system seems to be a monovariant. For single value of pressure, boiling point is fixed. Variation of pressure, boiling point also varies. It means temperature can be varied without the disappearance of any phase. So I can vary either pressure or I can vary either the temperature. So this is a monovariant system. This is also one of the important, but you will not find in the two component system. He says about the metastable equilibrium, but you must have the knowledge of this type of equilibrium. Whenever we discuss simple equilibrium, it is attainable from the both side. Both side means reactant side as well as product side. So see here, if I start from the reactant reaching to the equilibrium stage, if I start from the product again reaching to the equilibrium state. So equilibrium is attainable from the both side, then it is a real equilibrium. When it is attainable from the single side, then this type of equilibrium is termed as the metastable equilibrium. How to judge it? Suppose we are having water which is present at the 5 degree Celsius. So liquid water, it is being cooled without any disturbance. Then 0 degree Celsius you know is the freezing point of the water. But if very careful cooling is there, you can alter the freezing of the water at 0 degrees Celsius. Even at minus 5 degrees Celsius, you can reach, even at the minus 2 degrees Celsius, we can have the liquid water. If such a careful cooling is done, careful cooling means what? आपने वाटर का सैंपल रखा है फ्रीजर में, उसको अनडिस्टर्बली जो है वो कूल करना है, विदाउट डिस्टर्बिंग. अगर विदाउट डिस्टर्बिंग कूल करोगे, देन देयर विल बी ए सुपर कूल्ड लिक्विड. माइनस 2 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे भी वो जो लिक्विड स्टेट में होगा. थोड़ा सा भी आपने उसको जर्क दे दिया, हिला दिया, देन इट विल चेंज इनटू द आइस. सो दिस टाइप ऑफ इक्विलिब्रियम दैट वाटर इज एग्जिस्टिंग इन द at minus 2 degrees Celsius in the liquid state, which is not possible, that is termed as the metastable equilibrium. That is termed as the metastable equilibrium. It is the continuation of that phase which is from where you are going to travel. Liquid state 2 degree Celsius पे था, फिर 0 क्रॉस कर दिया तब भी लिक्विड रहा, फिर minus 2 पे तब भी लिक्विड रहा. अगर इसी तरह से आइस हो, you start from the ice minus 5 degree Celsius, 0 पे भी आइस और 2 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे भी आइस, then again that is a metastable equilibrium. But this type of equilibrium, it is attainable from the single side. That is termed as the